Hey guys, Brandon Bogdalek here with the Walgrave Real Estate Group. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I am here to do a quick recap for you on the Minnesota Home Talk radio show from Saturday morning. If you guys don't are not aware of the radio show on Saturday morning or would be interested in checking it out, you can always find it on Saturday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. on 1500 AM radio, ESPN. And that features Jason Walgrave and our preferred mortgage lender, Mike Overson. So just to boil this down for you guys and to really give you guys the quick cliff notes on the radio show, right now in the market, we have record low inventory coupled with record low interest rates, which is causing the most competitive market that we've seen in 20 years for buyers. If you are a buyer in this market right now or are going to be a buyer sometime this year, don't panic. There are opportunities for you guys to get into homes and to buy homes if you follow a few key items. And so we went ahead and boiled these down into 5 areas for you guys. These are items that you guys should be talking about with your real estate professionals. If you are working with an agent, these are certainly questions that you guys should be talking about right up front. Or if you are interviewing agents during the buying process, these are certainly things that you're going to want to ask during the interviewing process. First and foremost, tip number 1 is choose an experienced agent and team. Guys, I cannot stress this enough right now. You need to be asking your agents and the teams that you're interviewing whether or not they have experience supporting buyers in a competitive market. That means experience writing offers in multiple offer scenarios, experience helping buyers when there are 10, 15, even up to 20 different showings in a given day. That's the kind of competition that we're seeing in the market right now. So make sure that you are asking your agent and their team if they have experience in a competitive market. Number 2, get pre-approved. You need to be reaching out to a local bank or a mortgage officer and making sure that you are getting pre-approved prior to going through the buying process. This is going to make things much easier for you when you get down the line and you want to submit an offer, and it's going to make your offer much more attractive. We would highly recommend that you reach out to somebody local. Now, there are a lot of different ways that you can do this. Our mortgage partner, Mike Overson, is an awesome option for you. And we would recommend staying potentially away from getting pre-approved online, whether that be, in a different state. You want to be working with somebody who can write a pre-approval letter for you quickly and can even potentially get on the line with the listing agent and have a conversation. You need that personal connection and that personal touch in this market. Number 3, be ready to act, meaning do everything that you can within your power to drive by the property before you even do a showing. If it's a coming soon opportunity that your agent pushed onto you, drive by that neighborhood, take a look at the house, get a feel for what's happening on the outside of the house. Obviously, you're not going to be able to go in. That's what the showing's for. But if you can get an understanding of what's happening in that general vicinity and feel that much more confident about your ability to put in an offer quickly after the showing, that is going to put you ahead of the game. It's going to put you and your agent ahead of the game when you are ready to put that offer in. The other thing is actually number 4 would be focus on the seller's net. And when we talk about focusing on the seller's net, that is the net amount of money that the seller is going to have in their pocket after the transaction is done. For example, if we have a house that's on the market at $400,000 and we're asking the seller to pick up $10,000 in closing costs, that's not a $400,000 offer. That's a $390,000 offer. So it's not necessarily just what you're putting on the table, but what is the seller's net, right? Let's think about closing costs. Right now, buyers are eating the majority, if not all, of closing costs just based on that competition. So again, don't focus just on the offer, but think about the seller's net. And on top of that, let's make sure that these offers are as attractive as possible to the seller without putting ourselves as the buyer in too much of a risky situation. We do see a lot of buyers right now putting offers in not contingent on inspection. That is certainly something that you'll want to talk to your real estate professional about to make sure that that is a good decision. The other thing that we're also seeing is buyers putting in non-contingent offers on appraisal. So the reality is, with the competition that we have in the market, houses are going for over asking. That doesn't necessarily mean that houses are worth, or the appraised value is going to be equal to the offer. And so we're seeing buyers come up with additional money to close on homes, especially if the appraisal comes in low. So have a discussion with your real estate professional, and obviously amongst yourself, whether or not you believe that is a good investment. Again, this all boils down to making sure that the offer is as attractive as possible. And lastly, ask your agent about off-market opportunities. Not every opportunity or transaction that happens in the real estate world comes cleanly off of Zillow or even the MLS. There are homes out there and deals that happen when the house isn't even on the market. For example, our team just the other day, we had a buyer come in. They loved a piece of property that wasn't on the market. We were able to get the contact information from that owner. We called them. We had a conversation with them. Just a couple weeks later, we had a purchase agreement drafted. So anything is possible in this market. If you are a buyer, make sure that your agent is doing everything in their power to make sure that you have the opportunity to win that home. So that's my recap. Thanks for listening, and have a great week, everybody.